Hey, what is up, Dream Team? Want to make sure this is in the right page. Cancel. Looks like it is. Okay, awesome. If you're jumping on, say hi, and we'll see if I can read comments. Ooh, we got some kitties. You guys want to say hi? Say hi, Khaleesi. Good morning. She's looking for her friend. If I see the other one around here. I am back from Cancun, which was an incentive trip that I earned in 2019. Finally was able to take it. But back to work. Ignore all of this going on. But I just wanted to jump on because I know, like, while I was there, service was kind of, I know, the other one ran out. I wanted to show you guys the other one too, but they're playing. Hey, everyone. Obviously, the most exciting news today is the Valentine's Day collection. I've definitely had the most interest in a launch for a while because I really was focusing on pre-orders for a while, but then with the mini collections, I kind of slowed down on doing those all the time. So I did one for holiday and I did one for Halloween. So today, a couple things that I did to hype up Valentine's Day collection is I made a Jot form, you guys know that, to collect pre-orders. I made an event in my VIP group. I changed the cover photo in my VIP group. I invited everyone to the event. I sent messages through the VO. Email also works. And then also PM'd all my best customers. Use my stories like crazy. And you can just ask questions. And then I just have been getting, I've definitely had the most. Here she is. Say hi. This is the newest. And she is Cersei. Say hi, kitty. So you can only change your name of your VIP group. Oh, she sees her friend. You can only change your name of your VIP group every 28 days, which I do. But a cover photo I try to change like with every launch to kind of get people pumped up. So, and I also actually posted it on my personal page, and I've got some joins from my personal page into my VIP group. So that's some of the things I'm doing. You guys do, you know, what you think works, but what I can say is it didn't take very long. You could have done this last night if you work today, and you could have done it early in the morning. Like I said, it wasn't even an hour really. It wasn't even a straight hour of work to just do it all. And then now I'm just getting like the email notifications from my Jot form for the orders and stuff like that. And then of course, I am doing what Michelle posted about some of the people that are taking advantage of my pre-orders. I sent out some messages trying to get bookings for those, saying like, hey, we can place this under your party that we can start for you. So far, I have gotten one yes. So that's one yes, and I think I've sent 5 messages so far, and the other ones that haven't been no yet, they just haven't read it or responded, so that's really good. Now, and now we're going to go into Mr. Park's exciting email that he sent out to the field. If you were on the senior director and up phone call yesterday, I was listening to it from the airport. He did definitely expand on some things, but I just wanted like to put my insight on some things. So obviously the first point was other nail care products. He's saying like non-acetone nail polish by mid-February, and then extended on like hardener, cuticle oil, hand lotion, stuff that we already buy and stuff that we, you know, buy to give to our VIPs. So how exciting is it to be able to purchase it under ourselves, get a 25% discount, get PV on it, and have our customers just buy it from us. In the end, Mr. Park's ultimate goal, you know, from like talking to him and hearing from him, is like stuff they want Color Street, all this stuff that we're buying for our Color Street business, they want us just to get it from Color Street, which totally makes sense. From a business standpoint, that helps us, that helps them. It helps our brand awareness, like having that stuff. And Mr. Park, you guys know, we're going to kind of now venture into the additional products, you know, and we're talking about like cosmetics And I just want to expand because I said it in a comment and Rochelle, so there hasn't really been an official game plan for how the products will be released. So they've talked about a few different ways to do it. So I can't answer that because I don't know for sure. If it's going to be stylists only or everyone or hostess, I can't say for sure. They're still working on that, I think. So we're going to venture into additional products. I know there's been some like mixed reactions on this. Some people were like so excited. Some people were like, I don't want to do that. I don't want makeup. I was with other companies, and when they started adding a bunch of different products, like this was like a bad sign. Like I really like that we do, just offer one product. I want to like start off by saying, now the dogs are coming in here, that Color Street nail strips are always going to be like our flagship product. That is what put Mr. Park on the map. However, I have done a lot of research when I first heard about this, and I can't find a direct sales company that only has ever stayed with one product. It's not a very sustainable business model. And especially when you have a field like this buying from other things. So I'm going to give you a little history. Mr. Park, if you don't know, he started in Cocoa, and that was where he was selling the nail strips to like different places before he started Color Street in the direct sales. In Cocoa stands for Innovative Cosmetics. Mr. Park has always been a cosmetic lover. That's always been like his passion. When the presidential founder went and toured the warehouse before Color Street even launched, there were lipsticks there. That's always been something that he's been passionate about. So if the fear there is like, this is just a quick way, the business is going down, they need to save that, that's just not an accurate statement, but I understand where the concern would be. So I just wanted to address that one. I can't make someone feel excited about selling makeup, but I can tell you that if that is your worry, that they're just like, just add in a bunch of stuff, that's just not true. Color Street has started, we don't have any debt. He is a very, very smart businessman. In all of our products, are going to be the best of the best, innovative. Like that is what he stands behind. His goal is to be, a one-stop where people like can go for, this on brand of like nail products, eventually, cosmetics. You guys know like his history, like with Revlon and then like kind of doing him dirty. Like his, goal in life is to take them down and show like what we've been able to do here. And especially because, with this new modern world where everyone's doing online shopping. And if you pay attention, CVS's are closing down. Walgreens are closing down. So Color Street is going to be out there and people are going to want a place to buy, that stuff. Yeah, so Sandy, I just want to say, you're worried that you may lose customers that sell that stuff themselves. You're not going to lose them, like you said, because they'll still come to Color Street, but you may gain them and team members when they try this stuff, because I 100% believe that it's going to be different than what is out there, because that's what Mr. Park loves to do. It's not going to be like what else is out there. It's not going to be like Younique and Saint and Mary Kay. It's all about innovative and that price point and doing research, and he has connections. You know what I mean? I don't have a lot of answers on what it's going to be, when it's going to be, how much it's going to be, but I do ultimately at the end of the day trust. And again, I had some more time to absorb this than other people, that it's going to be amazing for our business, because this is how I look at it. I have people that want to support me that aren't crazy about nails, and I have tried, but I know that I could get them to buy other things. So I'm excited about that. I have people that want to take a look at our business, but don't believe that you can do it with just one product. So like the fact that we are talking about like other things, that's going to attract like some people that may be like in the makeup industry, and they're like, that's cool, like let me do that. And it does kind of, we're kind of at the part now where it's like we're basically launching again. You know what I mean? Like we're going to be in momentum again, and all you guys are here for it. At the end of the day, I'm going to give you a few examples. A flagship product. Color Street, the nail strips are always going to be our flagship products. SeneGence has lip scents. A lot of those girls just sell the lip scents. When I go to their website, I see eyeshadows, foundations, skincare, right? Tory Bell, their flagship product is the magnetic lashes. I go to their website and now I see makeup, a lip balm, lippies, eyeshadows. But you know what I mean? They focus on the magnetic lashes. Modere has hundreds of products on their website, from anything from toothpaste to laundry detergent. But when you look at Modere reps, they're mainly talking about their flagship product, which is the liquid collagen on the spoon, if you've heard. So Scentsy, they, focus on the wax melts, which in the warmers. You go to theirs, and I even buy their laundry detergent, dish soap. I can, now they're into essential oils, all the things. But they started out as warmers, and wax melts. So I just wanted to kind of, because I know, like, believe me, I love the idea of pushing like one product, and I said that and I had those feelings too. But when I look at it from like a business standpoint, I look at all these other companies that are still successful and how they started and what they're doing now. And that has definitely like put me at ease. Like Scentsy like has been around, like, and I know like a leader that's been doing it for like 13 years. It's the same, like, so we get them in with the nail strips and we're all here. And then like they have other options. A lot of people, because of what someone mentioned to shipping, like to kind of like be able to do one-stop shopping. There's like, I personally am now excited to do makeup. I wasn't at first, but I'm like, I am all here for it. You give me some Tokyo Lights like eyeshadow, like some fun lip gloss. I'm a pretty basic person. Like, I'm here for it. And there's some people that are going to, like, maybe even excel more. You know what I mean? And then there's going to be some that just want to focus on the nail strips. So, that's just the way I looked at that. And I just kind of wanted to touch on that. Like, anyone's feelings are valid about it. But what I would ask you to do is just kind of, when there's change, and I'm just like it, my first reaction is like, no. Everything needs to stay how it is right now. It's not broken, But like when you're looking at like a long-term thing, I think it's going to be awesome. We're going to be able to do more things. And I'm not saying that this is like coming for sure, but if the company wanted to offer their own subscription boxes, having more products is going to make that a much more viable option. If that was something that was happening, right? And listen, and just like, dude, like there are some nail strips that I see and I'm like, not my jam, right? Like, those are good for you, but maybe not for me. It's kind of the same thing, right? Like as far as like other products. So I definitely, like, if my makeup is you would consider very basic, like lip gloss and eyeshadow. And also I'm going to need to try this stuff because I'm very set in the stuff that I use. But I did tell Mr. Park that at the at the Gemstone trip, I was like, listen, these are the brands I use. And he was like, this stuff is going to be just as comparable to those brands and more affordable. And I was like, okay, sold. You know what I mean? So it's just like with everything. Another cool, exciting thing on the, that, they talked about the website, a lot more, enhancements are coming our way. And then we'll get down to a really cool change that's coming soon is the compensation plan. He mentioned secession, which means now eventually, you're going to be able to leave your business to someone. If you're doing this like more than part-time, that's a really good thing. Because I know that is a fear. That was a fear for me, like wanting, you know what I mean? Like, what if something was to happen? if you're looking into leadership, like this is an amazing perk of our comp plan, being able to have that security. You know, they talked about in the comp plan earlier wins, right? Easier to hit ranks, and they're actually adding 5 more levels. So you're going to see probably like instant promotions at the time, like actually, and that is a word I heard from someone at home office, so I'm not making that up. And like, you're going to feel like, okay, I'm going to be able to more realistically get from this level to this level, and while I'm working, get paid more doing it. Like, there's going to be a reason to hit $300 in sales, you know, lower volume requirement for enhanced commission. Kind of think of what we're doing right now for Dash for the Cash. Is that what it's called, the Dash for the Cash? Whatever incentive it is where you get paid more now if you hit like 350, kind of like that kind of stuff. Because, you know, like, we want you to feel wins in this company. Like, if you're a stylist and starting out, and I know we already do and we have an amazing company, but we're talking about like more wins earlier on, and for other people to see that and want to join you if they want to. So I'm really excited about everything. More details to come, of course. Me and your other Gemstone leaders will be learning all the details of the comp plans next week. Yeah, it was only for November and December. I was talking about like in the new comp plan, think of that as far as like that kind of stuff. As far as like lower volumes to get enhanced cash. So we're going to learn about it first next week. I will be there in person the 18th through the 20th. Wait, is it 18th? Yeah, so the people in person, they're literally going to break down the comp plan to me. They're going to go over like my entire organization. And so I hope to have a great understanding of it. I'm also have been asked to train on the new comp plan at leadership. So hopefully I have a good understanding for that too. And then over the next week, I think the next meeting, it's going to be Zoom with your nationals. Then after that, senior execs, and then senior directors and execs, and so on and so forth. I think the whole field will have knowledge of the comp plan. I think it was by like February 6th. With the plan for it to go in action in April. And the reason why they do that is there has to be like a 30-day notice. When a comp plan changes for everybody. So I think they want everyone to know by February. They want, they're going to train on it even more at leadership mid-February. Letter will probably go out in March. And then it'll go live April, right? Danielle, we're saying like we really don't know everything right now or even when as far as makeup goes. But I'm going to say like it's probably going to be like simple at first. And then probably expand like simple stuff like eyeshadow, lipstick, stuff like that, mascara, and then go on and on. So anyways, I need to get ready for the Valentine's Day launch. You guys need to get ready. Yeah, I just hope this helps answer some questions. And I will see you guys on the flip. Super proud of you always, and have a great rest of your week.